Hello, 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 and welcome back to the season finale of Confined with Me. And I've got a very, very special guest with me indeed. I've been trying to get a hold of this fella for ages. Just life gets in the way sometimes. We all have our things to do. And I finally caught you. We got you with the net. We did, didn't we? Mr. Bungle collects and Lady M. How you doing?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, Darren.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah. My people spoke to your people. Just it was difficult, but we got there.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's all the celebrity agents, isn't it? Trying to get through all that so you can get to the real deal, I guess. So
Yeah.
we got there in the end.
Well, finally, we installed a wee red telephone in the corner, so I just hit the button and it's direct to you.
Google phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, usual premise. We've got one bag left, unfortunately. This is your bag that you have to be chosen. Are you all right with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
what?
That's the last.
Of course. Now, you have to forgive me because this is an ungodly hour for me. I've been recording everything at night, and what time is it? It's just too early for me.
Almost lunchtime.
Almost lunchtime. It's nearly my breakfast time. Oh. Anyway, so what we have here is a bag of £250 worth of 50p's. Do the usual hunt. I want to show you what I need and also count the bags. But in the meantime, while I do that, I won't be saying what coins I need. I'll just point to them. In the meantime, I'm going to ask these guys a question. What's it like being Bungle and Lady M?
Well, I'd imagine the strain's probably too much for Lady M because trying to live up to the legend, that's probably hard, isn't it? You know, I suppose that people watch for me. You know, it's my name's on the channel. It really must be difficult for you to step up, I suppose, and trying to rise to my level. It's fine for me because I just bungle. It's just, I'm just here and that's it. Whereas Lady M has to really raise your game.
So we're getting off to a great start already.
Lovely lunch.
Yes, no, I'm only kidding. It goes back. That's a running joke because Trev said, from Coins to Collect must have said a couple of years ago, 2.5 years ago, Lady M, the glamorous assistant. So it's kind of stuck really.
I'll take the glamorous assistant.
Yeah.
That's actually quite funny, actually, because at work, when I'm doing my thing at work, I turn around to whatever my colleague of the day is, male or female. I'll just say, I'm just going to pass you over to my glamorous assistant. And they're just like, this hefty butch guy's like, huh?
What's it like for you then, love?
Yeah, it's a strain. It's trying to cope with the bungle. But I get there. I've had plenty of practice, so I've honed my skills over the years.
Yeah, you know, there's some telephone numbers if you need help.
I think it's beyond that.
So I need a few Olympics and a Kew Gardens. That's pretty much what I need. Now I've had, spoiler alert for you guys, but everyone else has probably seen it by the time this one comes out. I've had an Olympic that's been decent. I'm counting on you guys to pull it out the bag for me. So
hopefully.
Probably football that's coming out.
Yeah, it would be ironic, wouldn't it? I mean, Callie has you've got a fantastic record with footballs. Ours is obviously nil. So yeah, who knows? Watch one come out.
Yeah.
By the time this goes out, or by the time this is recorded, there'll be a PO Box video just happening afterwards. You should really watch that one.
Right.
Okay. That's all I'm saying.
Speaking of PO boxes, Darren, if we do find a football, ours is PO Box 1077. All right.
Right, we'll get a wee placard for you to pop up on the screen, shall we?
You can send me the football. So we'll put it in the album. So we'll have technically found it, won't we, if we find one? So you can finally finish our second album, which is about 2 years old now.
Okay, if I find one, I'll do that for you. Unless I need it, of course. Do I need one? I'm pretty sure I do. Do I need a football? Damn shame. Damn shame.
Yeah.
You can have one
If I find two, I'll send one on. Right?
Yeah.
Let's bring the luck. Now, I live in Perth. Perth's now a city. I prefer the way Sean Connery pronounces city, but that's a different thing. This is a family channel. So is there anything about where you stay that you could tell it's interesting or really cool? Because I did a play on the train thing, and they've got Bungle land on the train world now. So I was in where was it? Middlesbrough area. I was some Darlington, Stockton, all these places. So tell me something interesting that I don't know.
Oh.
I think you've got that weird steam contraption or something in town centre, haven't you?
Oh,
Yeah.
In Stockton, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Stockton High Street. Yeah, there's a locomotive that pops out of a brick building every day at 1 o'clock. I think
Yeah.
it is pretty cool. Like
cool. Yeah.
it is, even if you're not into trains, it's worth watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to just blossom like a flower or something, and then things happen.
Yeah.
And I was just fascinated.
It's quite scary, man. It's really loud, isn't it?
If you don't know it's coming, definitely.
Just kind of kicks off in the middle of the high street. Pretty good. The only other thing I know that Stockton High Street's the widest one in the country, or it was at some point.
Wow.
So,
Now, I've been giving all my coin tubers the opportunity to name the tubs, like I do in the live streams. Have you got any suggestions, maybe?
I don't know.
Name them after your pets, if you like.
Yeah. Why don't you name it after your two favourite coin tubers then, lady? I'm gonna let you pick.
Gosh, who's that going to be? So I'm going to go with Trev and Katie.
Brilliant.
Nice.
Brilliant. Now, I already know some of these coins that you found lately, but for the respect of the audience and that, what is your best coin find this week or recently? Now, bearing in mind, I know you've been traveling the world and doing your thing, bringing Bungle Mania to the masses. Tell me what you can.
Well, we had, I suppose we got back from Gibraltar a couple of weeks ago, so we had some fantastic finds out there, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
We did the vending machine trick, so where you put some coins in and eject them straight away, and you get different coins. So we got a treasure trove, didn't we?
We did.
From that. So that's
I like that.
Easy, lovely.
I watched the entirety of that video, so that was how thingy I was. That was just.
It was long.
It must be 15-20 minutes of just my hand going into like just doing this basically, and then scooping them out the bottom. But that was pretty good. What have we found in a hunt recently? We haven't filmed anything of late, have we? Too much. Can you think of anything?
Nothing exciting. Did you do one just before I joined for a second one?
Yeah, I don't know whether
I think you said you'd.
They probably have uploaded by now. So I went to the post office and I got £750 worth of 50 pences out. And I'm always really sceptical. It's full of dictionaries. Because I don't get 50 pences very often from our post office. And I'm sure there's somebody else locally who checks through them and cashes them in. So anyway, I got them. So I tend to get my some £2 from there if I can. And I use them just for me solo hunts that I try and do on a Sunday night. Anyway, so I wasn't very optimistic, and the first bag was absolutely rubbish. And then there was a Newton almost at the end, pulled a Newton out. I haven't found a Newton for ages. So I thought, well, maybe it's because there was literally nothing in it. That everything else was a dictionary, a library, and nothing else. And then the second bag we had, because we haven't opened the third one yet, was amazing. We found the turtle from St. Helena and the Ascension Isles, and I just think you just never know. It's just unbelievable.
Exactly. There's only 2 of them turtles going around, I think. Is it 2003 and 2006?
I think, they're the 2, Three and 6,
Yeah,
and,
I don't think I've got the 03, but I've got a couple of 06s.
I couldn't believe it when it came out, and it was quite a decent hunt in the end. But yeah, because I was so skeptical because it's in the post office, but the bags aren't sealed. It's literally, I think a business or whatever must just cash them in. And they just put them in a plastic bag for me. It's not in a sealed bag. The rolly over bag. So I just think, they're being picked through, and every now and again we pull out a plum.
Nice. And what is the pride of your collection?
Oh, that is difficult.
Because I know you've got a cabinet.
It's a coin cupboard, but every time I say it, I have to pay Andy £500. So it's turned into.
Yeah. We're in on it. I get half.
So it's more of a, yeah, so it's that would be a coin cabinet. And it's so difficult to pick because there's 4 shelves and it's full of goodies. It's there's a shelf that means a lot to me because it's people have sent something to the PO box or other coin tubers, people we've met at the mint, have sent things down. There's another one where I've got some silver proofs in. I was able to get some silver proofs at a really good price on Facebook. So there's a silver proof shelf. So I think that the pride, other than the trophy, because I always do really well in coin tuber challenges. I don't know whether you're aware of that, but
sorry, I can't see my screen anymore for your ego. I'm sorry.
So other than the fact it's brimming with coin tuber
I know.
trophies, if I really had to pick, the first thing I'd maybe save in a fire would probably be my Blue Peter, the Blue Peter in the card. So
Yeah.
I think that'd be the first one I'd get. I think. No, I tell a lie. I've got a trophy, a stand in there. Not a trophy, not a stand. A sculpture, ornament from Dan Temple. So Dan made it out of the decimal coins. The decimal day coin with all the older ones. He made us one of them.
Yeah, he made it. It was like a replica of the one the mint made, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So I'd probably grab that and then the Blue Peter. I think after that.
Yeah. Now, do you still get ice cream vans in the area where you stay? Yeah. I don't see them because I'm in the town centre. So, but where Lisa is, she has one. Now, if you were allowed one item at an ice cream van, what would you get? What would you choose? And also, by secondary question, a 99, would you class that as one item, or would you class that as the wafer cone ice cream? Would the flake be separate? Would the sauce be separate? Would it be all one item? How would you describe it?
Definitely all one item.
Yeah, and no sauce either. You don't have raspberry or chocolate sauce on the 99. It's quite clearly a Mr. Whippy and the flake in the top. You can't have sauce on it.
I'm not sure whether this is kind of a national thing or whether it's a local thing, but in our kind of local seaside town, we do lemon tops. So you have ice cream, and then it's like lemon sorbet on the top. So that would be, and the ice cream vans don't tend to do it. It tends to be a couple of shops in the local high street in the seaside town, and then definitely with a flake in. So it'd be a 99 lemon top.
Oh, actually sounds quite refreshing. Because I'm one of them barbarians, as Bungle calls it, that puts raspberry or strawberry sauce on top of it. But sometimes I don't.
And it's fine. It's fine, Darren. You just can't have a flake with it. If you're just a Mr. Whippy, lather that bad boy in as much sauce as you want. But the flake, it's a classic flake and ice cream.
Depends how I eat it. It's kind of like that film Airplane when he's like, I've got a drink problem, and he just throws it over his shoulder. With 99s, I just end up going like that. So,
Yeah. Do you at the end as well? Do you snap a little bit of the corn off, the very little bit, and make a little mini ice cream?
Yeah, I'll suck it out the bottom and everything. Yeah.
No, you can make your own little mini Mr. Whippy. So I was always doing it as a kid. Yeah, just snap it off and then scoop that on. Then you got a little mini one. If you've got a dog, you can give it to the dog. It's like giving the dog a mini one.
Bless.
I mean, my taste's a lot simpler than the Lady M's mind. I just love Mr. Whippy. I could eat it by the bucket load. I don't need the flake. I don't need the flake.
Just a trough big enough to lie in, and the lever. Yeah.
Yeah, like a horse bag. Just literally, just nosh it. Just absolutely. Ice cream is my weakness, isn't it? Love it.
Yeah. No offense, Lady M. I'm definitely going on holiday with Bungle.
Yours.
Mine's really
lemon sorbet. I mean, how posh does she want to be? Like, Darren, it's a lemon sorbet on the top of this whipped ice cream.
Describe it.
It does sound nice. It's actually sometimes you get a lemony thing. Like I sometimes have the odd lemon meringue pie, and it kind of resets the palate a little bit because I have too much of one thing, and a little bit of something else with zing might help sometimes reset.
Reset the palate, just bang it in.
Just because you like sausage rolls and pasties.
Yeah, greasy.
Yeah.
I have a fun fact about ice cream though, and I don't know whether this is true, and maybe. No.
So it's a bungleism.
I do tell us in the comment. No, it's not a bungleism. It's absolute fact. Honestly, everything I say is absolute fact. Honest. So let us know in the comments if this isn't true, because I've never actually found out. I just heard it once that Margaret Thatcher invented Mr. Whippy.
Right, I can actually help you answer that because she was a chemist, right? She was actually, you know, the £50 note when they were doing Alan Turing as a selection process.
Yeah.
Margaret Thatcher was actually one of the candidates for the selection progress because she was a chemist pre-political days, and she helped formalize part of Mr. Whippy.
Yes. Oh, so it's right then.
So it's pretty much almost bang on, yeah.
Get in there. I'm still not forgiving her for taking our milk.
Aye, poll tax. Anyway. Anyway. Do you remember Woolworths?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever go in and steal a pick and mix sweet anytime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Wander past and, you know, take one of your favourites and carry on.
Which is there one definite pick and mix sweet?
As well, though.
Aye. Is there one?
You have an easier exit.
Right. It was just one by the door. Right. Is there no particular one you just went for every time that you just saw it and you just had to have it? For me, it's like white chocolate mice or the wee white chocolate skulls with the red barbarian sauce in the middle. Yeah.
Well, my favourite, but they've changed the formula since. It's not the same like when I was a kid. But I think do they call them snowies? So it's white chocolate with the sprinkles on the top, just like this big. They used to be absolutely nectar when I was younger, like amazing. And now they're not the same. But that would be my favourite. It's I guess pick and mix is another weakness of mine. As I got, because yes, I would never be able to get it as a kid. It was always too expensive. Yes, you'd nick one.
Yeah.
Actually, where the Red Car, where we get the ice cream from, or where I would go as a kid, Woolworths, you could walk through from the high street straight to the seafront, so you could actually just leg it through and nick the pick and mix on the way out, and then go for an ice cream. But no, the pick and mix, so I could never. It was something that was just too expensive. But as I got older and got a job, I now occasionally pay the ridiculous prices in the cinema for pick and mix. And one of my party tricks is I can guess how much it's going to cost and how much is in it to within 5 pence.
I can confirm that.
Guaranteed within 5 pence.
Yeah. Interesting, because I rescued one of my friends. I rescued, stroked, bribed him into helping me move furniture one Sunday morning when he was hangover with a bag of jazzies and snowies, like you say, the milk chocolate and white chocolate ones. Unrelated fact, he's a diabetic, so now not my fault. He was already a type 1 before I met him. So yeah. Now, do you have a favorite cake as well? Because we done this last season. Everybody was telling me about their cakes. And can you also agree with me maybe that marzipan is evil?
Oh, marzipan's definitely evil.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Shut your mouth.
You've got your sauces on 99s, and now there's something wrong with marzipan.
Oh.
Aye.
No, I'm with you, Darren. Absolute evil.
Yeah.
It's like on a Christmas cake, I would, because my mum used to make the Christmas cake, so she'd like obviously the cake, then the marzipan, then the icing, and I used to peel it all apart to take the marzipan.
But that's different. That's not real marzipan, and I'll tell you why. Because it's on a Christmas cake, so a Christmas cake contains fruit, some kind of raisins and sultanas. No, thank you. No, thank you whatsoever. Absolutely should be outlawed.
Don't forget the sixpences.
True. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So the marzipan has touched this horrendous, absolutely disgusting, the worst thing on the. And literally, it's the worst thing I think I could possibly eat, and I've eaten some filth in my time. So the marzipan has touched the cake, and it's then got that horrible icing on the top. That kind of whatever that white horrible stuff is. So that's not real marzipan. The real marzipan is on Battenberg cake. So you cut your piece off, you unravel the marzipan, you eat each chunk in colour order. So your 2 pinks, then your 2 yellows, then you enjoy your marzipan. So you can really enjoy it. And again, that was something I was as a kid. It was something we never had. Battenberg cake. It was a treat. But as an adult, I can gorge on that stuff. But unfortunately, I live with a non-marzipan lover, so I haven't had it for about 25 years.
All right, that's nasty. I don't like it myself. It was on. I think it's on wedding cakes as well.
Yeah.
But
cherry bakewell for me, I think. Favorite cake.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
if you go to Bakewell, the actual town, Bakewell Park, and they're amazing.
Now,
True. There's a real place called Bakewell.
Yeah, you've
Yeah,
been there.
Am I?
Yeah.
oh well. Well, thanks for all the information for the War Crimes Tribunal, Bungle. That's great. After season 1, last season, I did the old question, rice pudding or custard. Now, a few weeks after that came out, on the shelves in the shops was custard flavored rice pudding, and I like both, but I think this sounds wrong. Do you agree?
Yeah. See, I like both. And I know you don't, because you do not do rice pudding.
Frog's born, then you might as well just be eating a frog's spawn in milk.
Frog's what?
Frog's born?
Frog spawn, even.
Oh, is it frog's spawn, is it?
Yeah.
Well, in all my 29 years, I didn't know it was frog's spawn, as in you spawn a frog. I thought it was frog's born, because the born frog, that frogs come out of. The little tadpoles, and then frogs are born.
Karen, have you got them phone numbers we were talking about earlier?
Yeah, I'm still laughing at the 29 years.
Yeah, well, I'm coming up 30. Yeah, coming up 30. Anyway.
Frog spawn, like spawn.
All right. There's no need to embarrass me, lady.
Oh, very well yourself.
Now, who or what inspired you to start Bungle Collects Coins, featuring the star of the show, Lady M?
Are you going to make him tell that story?
Have you not heard the story?
Come on.
Just keep it to a brief, enough time for me to do one bag, yeah?
It's a 40-minute tale, this.
I'm just going to go for a quick lie down.
I mean, the only person who makes this story is Christopher Collects, because every time, when we meet up, he always asks me to tell this story because he's fascinated by it.
Because he needs a good night's sleep.
What we'll do, I'll leave this recording at the end. Well, Lady M goes down for a lie down. I'll go make my dinner, right? And you can continue telling the story. And I'll have it as in the outtakes for another episode somewhere else.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll try and do it in less than a minute. I collected coins as a kid. I had loads up in the loft. I was on Facebook. A Lad Bible post came up. I watched the Lad Bible post. It was somebody going through £2 coins and saying the captions were coming up and saying they're worth an absolute fortune. I thought, used to collect coins. That's quite interesting. Went down in the comments. Someone had put in the comments how they have the 1983 Heinz baked beans set. They had the annual set from Heinz. If you want to know more, come over to our Facebook group. So I had a look on the Facebook group, a coin collecting group. Never ever heard of them. Said on there, I've got a Heinz baked beans set. And they said it'll either be worth £4 or £2 depending whether you've got the 1983 new pence coin. So I went in the loft many hours later because it was a nightmare. Me and Ellie, but we had a look in the loft, pulled all the coins that I had. I had the Heinz baked beans set. It was £4, worth £4 according to them, rather than £2,000. And then that was it. I was back in hooked. I was just back again. And two fun facts. So the first episode I ever did, I was in Lady M's dressing gown. So I just had 20 quid and had a bash. That's not on the channel because I basically tell everybody my life story and, where we live and, my national insurance number. So I wasn't able to publish that. But I only found out a year or so later at the Mint that the original Lad Bible post was Christopher Collects. I don't know what's that. So they basically contacted Christopher, used his clip, put some ridiculous prices on it, and that was it. So ultimately, Christopher got me back into coin collecting.
There you go.
And the rest history. There you go.
That's it. So apart from coins, what else do you collect? Because I know you've got a whole array of stuff on your window ledge. And what else is your passion?
Do you want to collect? Because I'll be here for ages saying what I collect. What do you collect? Do you still collect belly button fluff? Or is it just,
that's you.
Or is it just mine?
Just you.
No, you.
I don't collect yours.
You collect my belly button. She does. She likes to have all different items on the different grades.
You're still doing the toenails, Bungle, yeah?
Pass it on.
Do you collect anything?
Well, not really. I suppose Disney stuff, and Disney related stuff, but I'm not a massive collector.
Yeah. Whereas I'll collect anything, baseball caps, scarves, badges, money boxes, You name it, I'll collect it. I just love tat, as Lady M called it. You know, anything, any series, anything with the numbers on, or you've got to get 5, a card, you know, trading cards, anything.
I do remember the money boxes because I think I mind messaging you. I saw a money box in some shops in Perth one day. I think it was a Beatrix Potter thing, but I think you already either had it or it was just.
Yeah, well, I got loads from Trev. So Coins to Collect Trev. He had plenty, and we met him at the mint, and he basically had boxes full in his boot, and he was like, "Boot this guy." And I just one shot of him, so I took a lot.
Nice. Now to the main question of the series: if you could invite 3 people from the world of coins or banknotes to dinner in a come dine with me style, who would you have round, and who would narrate your show up the Coin Tubers?
I think so. For me, it would be Florence Nightingale, Charles Dickens,
Aye,
and Beatrix Potter.
good choices. What about yourself, Bungle?
I'm probably not that bothered about anyone, to be honest. Anybody particularly.
Surely Newton, because he used to be like Master of the Mint as well, and all the history you must know.
I'm just not that into people. You know, I just think I'd rather just eat me beans and sausage on my knee with a tray. You know, just on my own and sat in my pants watching YouTube videos. So I'm not bothered about meeting anybody. I do know who I'd like to narrate the story, though. It would be Andy from Coin Club, because I love Andy's voice. Yeah, right. So he would be the narrator, but I'd just be sat on my own in my pants, just eating. That's fine. Well, I'll allow this just to see this episode. What is the strangest coin or banknote that you've ever seen? Because like I've seen a few weird ones myself, and I've sent a few to like Dan Temple, and I've bought a few off my, off the interwebs and shown them on PO Box videos. Is there anything absolutely bizarre that you've seen? You got anything, love? Okay, I'll take this one. This is why I do a lot of talking, because Lady M doesn't really have a lot to say, or she takes a long time to think about something. Lady M's very considered, aren't you? Whereas I'll just spit out whatever comes out of my mouth. So I wouldn't say it was interesting or unusual, but my favourite banknote was one that I bought many years ago. The Zimbabwean, however many it is, 357,000 trillion billion killian Zimbabwe dollars, or whatever it is. So that was one that I found in the loft when I was going back through the coins that I bought some time ago. So I just think that's, that hyperinflation just fascinates me. It's worth about 12 pence or something. Yeah, that's. I've got all the banknotes except the one you've got, I think. Yes, I've got and you've got the one that I'm missing. And that German one that I sent to Dan Temple with the weird donkey, that was also during German hyperinflation, because people were just making their own notes up districtly, regionally. So that's like your Bungle notes would actually become legal tender. They are legal tender, Darren. Oh, yes. Forgive me. I write on the back. I can write, well, they're only legal tender if I write in the back, this is legal tender. Don't worry, you can use it anywhere on earth. So that makes it legal tender. Anywhere on earth? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Oh. And coin-wise, the most unusual coin I've got is the one that you got me, that £3 coin. Is it Gibraltarian, I think? Yeah, it's a Treaty of Utrecht. Right. Yeah. So I love that because it's a £3 coin. I didn't even think it was real. I just thought, is it like some kind of toy money? I've never ever just didn't have a clue it existed. It's big, it's chunky, it's round, it's got a great picture on. That's my most unusual coin, I think. That's what I thought when I bought it. I was like, £3 coin, is that? And then I looked into it, and it was legal, and I'm like, all right, yeah. So there we are. Now, the next question I know the answer to. Do you have any Scottish banknotes? Yes, because I gave you one. So, next question. Do you have any coin collecting regrets? For me, I bought some silvers full price because I'm an idiot. They're worth like 20 quid now. Where? Yeah, I've only got one, I think. But it'll redeem itself at some point. So I was desperate for a Blue Peter 2009 coin. And the prices was going up and up. I had the chance of buying one, say, for maybe about £120, not that long ago, and I didn't. And then they shot up, and they were hitting £250 to £300 about, I can't remember when it was, 6 months ago, something like that. So I thought, right, and I need to get onto this, because if they're now touching £300, how far they're going to go. But as you know, I like to touch my coins, and I like to, every coin that I have the full date range from 69 to date in over 2 albums every 50p that you can get, other than the one, the swimmer with the lines on the face. But Pocket Poet very kindly has made me an album filler for that one. So I thought, right, I can't possibly pay £300 and then just rip the cardboard out. That's just ridiculous. So instead, I paid £258 for one that was still in its plastic prison, but not in the cardboard. So I thought, okay, I'm saving £50 almost, because all I would do was open up the cardboard. But now that they've come down a little bit, now the top end you maybe is going to pay is £290, and you can get them for about £230 to £250 if you surf eBay enough, you know. I actually got one. I bought it locally. I got one for either 220 or 230 in the blue card. So I regret. I've now as I see it, I've got 258 quid just sat in an album that I didn't need to buy. But I consider myself two ways. One, I think I still like it in my date run. I would still want one in my date run, and I think eventually the price will just creep back up again. So I could get my money back if I needed to. So that's all I got. All the others, you justify, don't you? You just think, well, they might have gone down in value, but you like them. You know, we don't buy them, do we, for, you know, to make $1 million in 20 years' time. We buy them because we're either compulsively buying them, or because you like them. So, well,
for me, there's also that Tosha cat set. There's the one with the 2011 Isle of Man year set, and I think it was like about just shy of a couple of hundred before lockdown. Now it's over 600.
Is it really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, speaking of lockdown, now it's eased a little bit. Hopefully, it stays that way. Now, I know you've just been to Gibraltar. Are you going anywhere else nice in 2022? Any coin fairs, Royal Mint? Your plans for your channel in 22? And can I come along?
Sure. Yeah. Well, we've got nothing set in stone, but we'd like to go. We'd like to do all the territories, wouldn't we? At one point.
Yeah.
We think the next one's either going to be Jersey or Guernsey or the Isle of Man, but we don't know yet. Yes, of course you're welcome to come.
I'm up for the Isle of Man, definitely.
Yeah.
Vending machine trick in the Isle of Man. Come on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, awesome, isn't it? So we're going to do that because we also got a second channel. It's only very, very small, called the Adventures of Bungle and Lady M. So if we do go away anyway, it's not necessarily always coin related, although there's pretty much a tenuous coin link in there somewhere. So we like to travel, don't we? We've got, you know, we if we're not spending money on coins, our money's going away, or, you know, for as cheap as we possibly can. You know, so that's where that second channel comes from. So yeah, we have, you know, I'd like to think we'd at least get to the Isle of Wight, possibly even Jersey or Guernsey. Sorry, Isle of Man. Possibly even Jersey and Guernsey as well.
Yeah, don't make me go to the Isle of Man and you turn up at the Isle of Wight.
Sorry my mate lives on the Isle of Wight. That's and I've seen him later on today, so that's probably why it's on mine.
Would a coin tuber retirement home be a really bad idea? I thought it would be a great idea at the start of the series, and then just going through all the motions, I'm thinking, oh, this is absolutely terrible, because people were saying, oh, if we win the lottery, we'll buy a house next to the mint and we can all stay there together and blah, blah, blah. And I think it'll just be a living nightmare. What do you think?
Oh, it depends who comes and lives there, really.
All the coin tubers, all of them.
How well the can be.
The full coin tuber verse.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would be a big house then.
Well, yeah, it would, wouldn't it? It wouldn't have to be. I would have no problem with it. I think we'd all need our own personal space, because you do need, there's times when you just need to get away and be amongst your own thoughts.
Yeah.
But no, I'd have no problem with it. I think it would be awesome. Imagine that the stories you could talk about, we could geek out, you know, about a whole range of things that no one else understands. That who just thinks, you know, that we got tortured as 11-year-olds for doing. You know, it's like, you do what? Like, oh, no, nothing. You're collecting ring pulls. Yeah. What for? Well, I like them. You know. So
funny you say that, because we used to do that for the Coca-Cola yo-yos.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had the gold Coca-Cola yo-yo because I found the right ring. I was like, yes. And then when I started using that, I started playing with it. It scuffed up a lot, and it just turned out it was just gold paint, and it was actually a Sprite one underneath.
Oh, was it?
Oh,
They
wow.
were cheap on making them. Like I thought, there's nobody wanted the Sprite ones. Everyone wanted the Coca-Cola ones. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I love them. My problem, and I'm not like there's no violin out here at all. But yeah, the problem was when I finally got one, I then couldn't afford the strings because the strings were a fortune. You'd have to buy them individually, wouldn't you? So yeah, once my string had ran out, that was it. And then I put my own string on, but then of course I couldn't do the loop at the bottom to get it to spin, so it would just be straight up and down. But yes, I wish I still had them because I think I ended up with two. I think I did get one legitimately somehow. And then the other one I got, but it was broke. It was in. I might have found it. I'm not sure. It was at Fanta, I think. It was in two halves. You know, someone obviously chucked it in the bust, and I'm like, ooh, I could do something with this. But yeah, I wish I still had it. I know I've still got my Tango megaphone. Did you ever get a Tango megaphone?
I did not know, but I'd like to give shout out to the cats if I can. It's unusual to find them on the series. So hi Felix and hi Muffin.
Hello. Oh, talking about
cats.
Talking about Felix, him being the Overlord. It only dawned on me in the last few days that Overlord's like a real thing. So it's got to something to do with aviation. Because I was flicking through my coin album just in a couple of days, and there's a token in there from France or something, and it says in the so and so first Overlord, and I thought, oh right, it must be something to do with aviation. Is that right?
It's like the Baron, the guy that does the World War I Tiger Moth planes and stuff like that.
The one with the big mustache.
Whoa, Dick Dastardly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So is Overlord is an aviation thing, or are you just over everything as in the master?
I think the term can be used for both because Overlord's sometimes used in the world domination plans as well. So I think it might be something like that.
Right.
Now, I really badly need some ratings. So do you have any skeletons in the closet you want to phone up to just to give me an exclusive? The silence says it all.
I have a pretty weird obsession with the Toe Bro on YouTube.
Oh.
Have you seen him?
No.
Well, he's called the Toe Bro because he looks like a toe. He's like got a bald head and he just looks like a thumb or a big toe.
Okay.
And he specializes in corns, warts, verrucas, long toenails. But the absolute best bit is calluses on people's feet. So when they get like an inch or two of yellow skin, you see him and he picks it all off with a scalpel and gets a little Dremel tool and Dremels it. So I'm a big fan of the Toe Bro. And to be honest, I am a bit weird. He's the end of the chain. I started watching spots being popped and taking wax out of people's ears and infected tonsils, you know, where you press a tonsil and all this gunk comes out. And I kind of then moved on to feet. And feet are quite neutral with me. I don't like feet. People have problems with feet. I don't. I certainly don't like them. But when the Toe Bro gets his scalpel out and starts cutting that yellow skin off, and how good it looks afterwards, that is the business. So that's probably mine. You got one, love.
No,
what little thing? I was going to say a little thing you like, you know, when the lights are off and there's only us, but no, we won't say.
Next year, there was 2022. There's going to be some really cool coins coming out. For me, I think the 40th anniversary of the Falkland War will have a few special coins coming out. Are there anything you speculating or would like to see coming out next year?
I'd like to see the last three Winnie the Poohs.
Just anything really. It's been pretty poor the last year.
Yeah, the last 18 months has been pretty dire, really. Yeah.
£2 would be nice.
Yeah.
Circulation.
Yeah, I was watching the guys that went to the mint. It'll have been at the time of film. It was about 3 weeks or so ago, and they were talking about the tour guide said they were minting 2021 Britannias. The £2.
I did hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that will be exciting. I would absolutely love to find a 2021 Britannia.
Yeah, likewise. Now, during my hunts, I don't know if you're the same, right? I say the word trains a lot during my £2 hunts, for instance. and I seem to get some luck from it. It just happens to, sometimes I put my foot in it, like when I found a queue. I was like, oh, I'll never find a queue, and then bam, found a queue.
Yeah,
like that. Yeah. Do you have any superstitions that you do prior to a hunt, during a hunt, after a hunt, just to give you that little bit of an edge, or just to?
I don't think we do we? It's,
No.
No rituals whatsoever.
I mean, there's one going just at the moment because we got or I bought a Gibraltar monkey, one, like a nodding monkey. And I just had it with me for one hunt because it was the first hunt I'd filmed since we got back from Gibraltar. That one where I found the Newton. So I kept it, and then the next hunt we found the turtle. So we haven't filmed any more after that. So he'll be staying. We're waiting for it. Still at the time of filming, we still need a name for him.
Another Tom Kitten.
We used to rub Andy's silver sixpence in the live stream.
We did, yeah. So Andy's wedding token, we did used to rub it for luck, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah. So I suppose we do, a lucky token. Or if something works out well, we do the same again, don't we? The hope that lightning would strike twice. Never worked with football though, funnily enough.
No, because I remember Christopher in the early days used to rub an Oreo egg or something.
Yeah.
Now, I hope you've hidden the evidence. Yeah? I'm running out of space to hide all my evidence, right? My wheelie bin's in the street. It's overflowing. All my invoices have blown down into the River Tay and stuff like that. Can I maybe use your bin or borrow a shredder off you or something?
Yeah, no problem at all. I have a shredder. And I have to... what I do now, if I open any post, and I pre-open all our posts because we usually went through a stage of opening it on a live stream. Yeah, and I'd be really, really careful. Right, a couple of really close near misses. So now, and then we also got I got some incontinence pads delivered, so catheters, Bibles, and something else. So I thought, actually, I need to stop doing that. So what I do is, as I get the post ready, just so I can take anything out that might have an address, somebody else's address on. And also, I think it speeds things up because it took me ages to try and even open the parcels. So.
Yeah, some of them are pretty well stuck down.
So I've learned my lesson because I have come close. I really have come close to really revealing,
Yeah. I've come a couple of close times. Now I've got these stickers. I just stick stickers all over everything, return addresses, even the signed for and post franks and stuff like that. But follow-up question for that: did anyone ever send you a television set?
I did, we did. We got the front of a television set. It was from the Watsons, wasn't it?
Was, yeah.
From the Watsons family, yeah. So so we did. It was so the not flat screens, but when the portables went from the really big, thick, deep ones, and the started being somewhere near thin. So this is the plastic outside of the screen that held the screen in. So yes, the Watson family, they decorated around the outside, but Christopher's face on as well.
Yeah.
And Pocket Rocket sent us an actual little mini TV. In fact, it'll still be on there. Here it is. It'll still be.
There it is.
Hang on, I'm stuck on my chair.
You see it?
Hang on. It's on the.
There's the remote.
I'm just conscious I don't want to bend over because you see my bald spot. So Pocket Rocket sent us this. So that's
cool.
Little TV and a remote.
That's pretty smart, like.
So that's it. That sits in the Magic Studio shelving.
That is pretty smart, like. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now Felix has a question every series, and this time it's his question is something. What's it say? You will bow in my presence, human, and behold my magnificence. Okay, all right. Can he and Princess Muffin have some treats?
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Whatever they fancy.
Anything Felix wants, he gets, doesn't he? So
definitely.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a hard time lately with illness and stuff, but he's on the mend apparently. He's on some medication now, but he doesn't like talking about it because it portrays weakness. Yes.
How many bags we got left then?
I've got 3 bags left, and I've got how many questions? 1, 2, 3 and a bit questions. So we're doing right. We're doing good. Now, do you have any hidden talents that you're able to show on camera? emphasis on the you're able to show on camera bit. There you go. Nice. What about Lady M? Nah.
The way my teeth are set up, unfortunately, I can stick my tongue right through the gap.
She can't do this.
I've got a big overbite. I can't bite sellotape.
No, I can't do the sellotape. I have to tiny
That's
bit
why
of
we
sellotape
really
for
hit
the
it
rest.
so long.
Yeah, because he bites my sellotape.
I'm a sellotape bite there. Also, it can be I can bite a whole range of things. It could be brown tape. You can get the
I don't know what you were going to say then.
you could get the clear tape. It doesn't necessarily have to be brown parcel tape as well. So there's no end to my talents. And yeah, that's one of the reasons why she sticks with us. I think.
Yeah.
I can also flare my nostrils like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can you do the thing with the ears where you wiggle your ears as well?
No.
No.
I think mine are too big. I've got the largest earlobes you'll ever see. So I can actually fold them back into my ears.
Well, to be fair, my younger brother, he had those, what are they called? Flesh tunnels? Those things where you've got the big chunky plastic things in your ear lobe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He was properly stretched for a while. He had to, yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
but that was done artificially, not natural, not like the Bungle way. No. Now, big Hollywood superstars have come towards you. They want to make a Hollywood adaptation of Bungle and Lady M. Who would play you from Hollywood in a movie?
So I think mine would be James Corden. I've actually over the years, I remember I walked into a pub many years ago and someone shouted, "Smithy, Smithy!" So James Corden used to play, what was he? Smithy in Gavin and Stacey. So I think I look like him. If I lose a bit of weight, I was once told I looked a bit like Freddie Flintoff, you know, but when I have to be down a few pounds really. So I'd say James Corden for me.
Okay.
I don't think I look like anybody.
Yeah, you do. You look like Roz out of Monsters Inc.
Oh well, thanks.
You know the always watching. Yeah.
Oh no! Terrible news, guys. I'm really sorry. The lottery funding was suddenly cut. I've spent the rest of the budget on coins. Now we have to choose someone from YouTube. Who would you pick?
Ooh.
Oh, go on then.
Oh, I don't know. I honestly don't know. But that would be someone obviously handsome.
It's like
loads of charisma. Don't know.
But I'm not available that week.
I don't know. I can't even think. What about you?
Well, my selection's very limited.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a coin tuber. It could be any YouTuber.
Yeah.
All right.
And technically, do you want some advice? Used to YouTubers.
Yeah, megastars, absolute YouTube megastars. Is the Vixen off the Chase on YouTube?
Oh, I don't know. That's a possibility. She is. They have a Chase YouTube channel, so.
Oh, well, there you go. Right, I'll be her then.
So I think Lady M looks like Vixen.
Oh, right. I thought Bungle was going to be her. All right.
No, what's the he calls the beast?
Oh, I knew you were going to say that. The big fat guy on there. I knew you were going to say that.
Oh, well, you just called me Roz off Monsters Inc.
Yeah, but well, you know that's our pet name for you, or it was a glass.
To be fair, I think the beast has lost a lot of weight actually lately.
Yeah.
I think Lisa was saying, he was on Loose Women the other week, and he looked half of what he was.
Right.
So we've come to the part of the video where we like to promote a channel. It can't be me because I'm famous, and it can't be you because you're famous. So who would you like to promote? It doesn't have to be a coin tuber. It could be absolutely anyone you like, anyone you follow. If it is a coin tuber, brilliant. If not, it could be someone from a different field. Like with me, it could be a train channel or blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do. I mean, I could probably go two ways. I think a coin and non-coin.
By the way.
The non-coin I always watch is a guy called Minty. Minty Comedic Arts, I think is his channel, because I'm a big movie fan. And he does like 10 things you didn't know about a whole range of films. He's mega famous.
Is that the Australian one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him. He's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, I love him. So I'll watch his videos even if I've never seen the film and I've no interest in it because I think it's really interesting.
Yeah.
And then I think
Have you ever seen the Critical Drinker? No, he does movie reviews as well, but he's more of a drunken Frankie Boyle type.
Right.
Crossed with Charlie Brooker. So
Right. Wow.
he says what he means, you know, and he's very honest.
I'll probably watch that then.
Yeah.
And from a coin point of view, I mean, I think Trev's my absolute favourite coins to collect. I really like Trev, but I think it's because I just like everything about him. He's a nice guy. He'll do anything for you. His channel's great. I just, you know, even Ellie, our Ellie likes Trev, and Ellie doesn't like anything really, you know, but she likes Trev. So, and what would be really nice because he's been teetering on getting to 2,000 subs.
Yeah.
For I don't know how long. He's only about maybe 20, 30, 40 away. So I'd love to see him hit the 2,000 milestone. So yeah, I think I would say Trevor coins to collect. And there's loads. I mean, I like a lot of coin tubers. Some new up and coming ones as well. They're quite interesting. Like how MacLeod coins. How he doesn't have 1,000 subscribers, I'll never know. He's on 400, and I think he's brilliant. His knowledge. I think his knowledge is second only to laughter when it comes to the amount of knowledge that laughter's got. He's second, and I love Coin Patrol. He's now at 1,000, or well over 1,000 subs. So that's good. So yeah, there's loads really. What about you, love? You don't really watch YouTube, do you?
No, not really.
That's all right.
You were more like Lady M watches like Facebook or like rubbish Facebook videos. And
I think I do. I don't.
You do because she just loses hours to it.
Oh, so
and I think
TikTok king.
No, but that's it. That's where she needs to go. She needs to go to TikTok. So the Facebook videos are just like cheap TikTok knockoffs. Really, TikTok is phenomenal.
Yeah,
absolutely, I love it.
I noticed Facebook changed their name, and I've seen all the memes for that now. You know, like
I haven't seen any memes. So
I'll send you some later. It was just a Zuckerberg with his wee white bit of paper with Meta, but they've changed it to something else. So so many things. But
Better. Aldi had changed their name to Better rather than Meta.
I know. I totally agree with your sentiments about Trev. Get him over the mark, definitely. Not because he's bribed me with copious amounts of white chocolate mini eggs or things in the past, but because he's genuinely a nice guy. He totally did a solid for me when I last came down to the Mint and picked me up from Bristol. He went all the way out to Bristol, picked me up. He came out a day early, you know. He also picked up some parcel for me with all the fridge magnets for everyone. So it was just a case of big up. Like you say, all the other channels that you mentioned as well. Great one. But we've come to the end of the episode, I'm afraid. Now, I've got a little thing I've been doing with all the rest of my guests. If I find any Benji bunnies, I tend to sign them and I'll send them on to you. And hopefully you'll be able to, you can keep one if you like. You can pop one into the circulation somewhere. And I'm going to see if I can chop them up and find another one somewhere, because I think that's not very many, I'm afraid. So I'll see if I can find a couple more, sign them, and send them on to you with a wee thank you gift as well.
You don't need to, Darren. You're too generous when it comes to things like that. You know, you don't have to send us any gifts. It's nice just being here and you know, playing.
You don't know. You haven't seen what I'm going to send yet, though. It could be a jobby.
And also, I noticed as well, it's quite opportune because I actually predicted you get 2 Benjamin bunnies, and you did. So I've won the Benjamin Bunny challenge as well. I mean, you can have a guess if you want, love. How many do you think he's going to find?
Yeah, I was going to go with 4.
Oh, well, yeah, well, I said 2 when we're there. So yeah, thanks for that. It's been
There we go. Plot twist: when you open up the envelope, there'll be 4. So I found a territory as well, which is
I like that
2008.
One.
Yeah,
it's nice, isn't it?
I'm also super rich now. We're finding these 2 as well.
Ooh, over £100,000 worth of coin you got there.
Yeah. Big coin of the time is diversity. There was a time, once upon a time, where I would not find any. Then you sent up a nice packet of them. Give me a nice rolling, what was it, a sealed bag of them?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. And ever since then, they've all been appearing. So
I know. Well, we thought, didn't we, it was going to only going to be 2.5 million, but then it turned out that 2.5 million was just the initial onslaught, and now there's more than Brexit. I mean, who would have thought that?
Yeah, I read that wrong as well, because I saw the government website said, oh, 2.5 million. And I didn't look at the initial part beforehand. And I'm like, oh, no. And then, yeah, we're just snowed under with them now. I think they should have made something else like that third dinosaur strike that we never got because of this lockdown. Yeah. They should have put that out or something.
Honestly, anything, because even the amount of shields, was it 42 or 44 billion shields, just on top of the 122 million the year before.
Yeah, and I've just been inundated with 2020 10 pences, so I'm like, oh no, here we go again. You know, we could have done something with them, but yeah. Thank you very much for appearing on the channel. What I'll do is I'll sign my Benji Bunnies on the outro. Give yourself a wee plug. Give anyone a wee plug. Got any plans? Future videos? Give yourself a shout. Now's the time. Now is the time.
Great. No, well, do come over to Bungle Collects Coins. It's awesome. It's my name. My name's on the channel. Lady M does a bit every now and again. But I think if I was going to shout at anything, I'd probably shout. I'm only kidding when I say that. People now, I am only absolutely taking the mick. Yeah. Honestly, I really am. Don't please.
We do like one another.
So I would probably, if I was going to plug anything, I'd plug our second channel. Yeah. I'd love to get that to 1,000 subscribers and start being able to live stream on the fly, because you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watch time to be able to live stream off your mobile phone. So I'd love to be able to do that on that channel. So yeah, the Adventures of Bungle and Lady M. That would be my plug. Go over there and give us a subscribe and watch a few videos.
Absolutely. Go and do it now, folks. I'll go and do it after the show, in fact. I'm sure is that the same one that you had before? Or have you just renamed it? Yeah. So I've already joined that, so I'm already cool.
Nice one. Thank you.
Nice one. There we are. Yeah, I wasn't sure. It's been a while for me. So I haven't been doing videos, as you know, because I've been doing the series, but in between it's been work, play, no play. Work.
And opening posts, because you are the most prolific when it comes to the amount of posts that you get, and honestly, I don't know how you have any money at all. You know, there's a PO box video every week. There's always an absolute pile that you can never get through. It's like, oh, I got this off eBay. He bought 3 Kew Gardens a few weeks ago.
Oh my word!
Honestly, he's an absolute coin maniac.
Don't tell Lisa. Shh. Yeah. No, I did get a bargain. I did get them for a reasonable price. Not a bargain, but not silly either. It's just how you play eBay sometimes. And I just got lucky that week, and I thought, yeah, the opportunity's there. Bang. If I'm not doing that, then I'm buying some silly banknote that no one's ever heard of. And yeah. What do you mean it's not legal tender, pal? You know? So anyway, as viewers will have noticed, I look like the mop top hair shop throughout the entire series. I started with very little beard, and now I look like something with the plasticine coming out of it. So I'm going to finish this series off and have a nice shave and get on with my life. So thank you very much for watching the series. Thank you very much for being series finale, people, Bungle and Lady M. Been a pleasure having you.
Well, thanks for having us.
Oh, it's been an honor. Right, so what I'll do, I will sign off the now. If you're having a hunt, have a happy one. Don't forget, check your change, chow the now, choo-choo the new and all that. Balava, right? And I'll let them guys say goodnight.
See you later. Bye.
So here we have, I've got a couple of Benjamin Bunnies. I'm keeping the territory as well, because I have a soft spot for territories. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to sign these 2 Benjamin Bunnies and maybe sign a couple more and send them off to an envelope. Care of Bungle Collects, P.O. Box
1077 Stockton-on-Tees, TS191ZA.
Exactly. That's what I'm going to write down, and I'm going to send these coins on a wee thank you note. And hopefully, Bungle, feel free to keep one, because I don't know if you've got one for the collection. Stupid that I was, I got everyone to sign one when I went to the mint, but I put them all into the RBS machine thinking... Well, I thought I would get everyone's coins out there, because I noticed Christopher's ends up in Wales, yous end up somewhere in the Midlands or somewhere. you know, they seem to go so far and don't go any further. Mine's go as far down as Newcastle. They can't get further south than the Tyne, so I don't even think you could find one of mine. So right. I thought I'll send some of yours up around about Scotland, and hopefully you guys could send some of mine around the rest of Englandshire.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
No problem. So that's what we'll do. Because this is the season's finale, we'll also just quick announcement. I'm going to have a Christmas Eve live stream. Now, I don't know, hopefully I could get some coins, just depending on the situation with the country right now, fingers crossed. If I get coins, I'll be doing a live stream. If I don't get coins, I'll be just talking nonsense with some friends of mine. Hopefully you guys can join me.
Yeah, we'll certainly try to, yeah.
Yeah, anyway, I'm off there now. Thanks again, and I'll say good night. Good night, folks.
See you later.
Bye.